In order to determine whether or not an antique brooch that was found on Lot 21 is partially made of gold, his son Alex and his buddy Craig Tester traveled to St. Mary's University in Halifax. The brooch was discovered this year and was inspected by a geologist. Dr. Krista Bro, an associate professor of chemistry who specializes in electrochemical chemistry, as well as metals and their chemical compositions, along with her colleague, Dr. Xiang, are joined by Dr. Bro and Xiang in order to investigate the chemical composition of the brooch and determine whether or not it is composed of gold or any other precious metals. Employing a scanning electron microscope with a high level of optical power, after magnifying the brooch to a magnitude that is tens of thousands of times larger than its true size, the team will analyze its chemical makeup in order to discover whether or not it is composed of gold or any other valuable metals. Pure copper can be found in the dark area, whereas gold can be found in the light area. This is the very first piece of gold that has been certified to have been discovered on Oak Island, and it is regarded as a treasure. In light of the fact that Marty Lagena is thrilled about the discovery and intends to bring in the motherlode this year, he calls a meeting in the war room to inform his brother Rick and the other members of their team about the wonderful news. Marty Lagena, his son Alex, and his friends, together with his business partner Craig Tester, are going to St. Mary's University in order to investigate the prospect of discovering gold in an antique brooch that is located on Lot 21. A key event in the history of the Oak Island treasure hunt has occurred when Rick and Marty Lagena, along with their team, have found their first gold on Oak Island. This discovery marks a crucial development in the journey. They are pushed back further in time than they ever imagined they would be able to see here, as a result of the finding of a brooch and a lead cross that may be older than they ever anticipated. The Oak Island treasure hunt, which has been going on for 223 years, has just started, and the team is currently conducting a new probe drilling operation from within the garden shaft. This operation is being carried out by representatives from Duma Contracting Limited in order to search for valuables just outside the structure. The dilapidated 80-foot deep shaft, which is currently being refurbished by Duma, has yielded high trace evidence of gold through water testing, and it may also be located within a few feet of a potential treasure chamber that is connected to the original money pit. Marty Lagena is hoping to find something extremely substantial in the garden shaft, which is where the treasure search actually begins. They came upon a void in this location, which is roughly 10 feet deep. This void could be a hint of an offset chamber, or it could be a sign that they have found something unexpected. Now that Duma has reached a depth of 55 feet in the reconstruction of the garden shaft, they are about to manually probe drill a number of boreholes that will reach several feet outside of the structure in the hopes of reaching the void and determining what it might contain. In conclusion, the fabled Money Pit treasure vault is currently being reconstructed. The discovery of gold on Oak Island marks a significant step forward in the search for answers to the Oak Island treasure hunt. The team from Duma is using a powerful hydraulic earth drill to probe the garden shaft, using 12 holes at different angles to look for evidence of man-made workings and potential valuables. They are drilling through the tight lining of the shafts, cutting through a small piece of wood on every hole. This wood has been detected as having high gold values in the area. The team is interested in the wood samples in science. One of the most remarkable discoveries made during the excavation of the island's lengthy hidden past was a gold-plated 14th century brooch that generated discussions about whether it belonged to the island's former residents or was related to the legendary treasures. Fragments of 17th century human bones with an unexpected origin were another fascinating discovery. The history of Oak Island became even more complicated when DNA tests showed that people from distant places had somehow found their way there. Another fascinating find was a 95-foot tunnel beneath the garden shaft that had already yielded silver and gold. As the team continues their journey, they discover more mysteries and hidden secrets about the island. The team led by Rick and Marty Lagena has been searching for treasure off the southern coast of Nova Scotia for nearly 20 years. They have found underground passageways and rooms beneath the ancient cave of Oak Island, which they believe holds secrets from centuries past. One day, they broke into a cave that had been closed off for thousands of years. The Curse of Oak Island is a unique adventure that combines history, archaeology, and treasure hunting. Everyone was stunned by the discovery and started to speculate that these hidden areas might be concealing ancient artifacts or treasures. As they worked to map the underground structures, They encountered a difficult obstacle when attempting to enter the recently found cave. They made the decision to record their exploration in order to document the moment when they eventually found Oak Island's hidden treasures. Even though the team had made important discoveries, they were also collaborating with Scott Barlow and a team from Dumac Contracting Limited to assist in the excavation of another crucial area known as the Garden Shaft. This area had previously been difficult to explore because of flooding, but during this portion of their work, they discovered a hidden cave that was roughly 65 feet deep and had wooden beams that suggested it was a sizable man-made room constructed beneath the island. The team's perseverance and the possibility of new discoveries made the show, The Curse of Oak Island, an unforgettable journey. In an exciting report from Aiden Technologies, the team on Oak Island revealed that they had spent 2 years gathering information on the Money Pit, one of the most well-known and enigmatic locations on the island. They are getting ready to explore a deep cave, 140 to 142 feet underground, in an effort to determine whether humans have ever explored this area before. In order to ascertain whether people have previously entered Aladdin's cave, the team utilizes a high-def camera to examine it. They also use sonar technology to produce comprehensive scans of the cave, which may help them comprehend its layout and its secrets. The team uses a special sonar device called the Echol-Logger D710, which sends out strong radar pulses to detect objects, artifacts, or barriers hidden within the cave. This information helps create a 3D map of the underwater spaces needed to explore, showing the true nature of the cave and potential paths leading to other secret areas of the island. Blaine Carr, an underwater imaging expert, is crucial in helping the team solve the puzzle and uncover the secrets of Oak Island's past. The team gathered in their war room to view 3D images taken by the sonar scan, which showed a man-made entrance leading into a cave that appeared to have formed naturally. This finding energized them and gave them hope that a significant discovery was imminent. When Rick saw dirt on the floor and Marty displayed evidence of odd objects discovered inside the cave, he became enthusiastic about the prospect of venturing farther into the cave, thinking they were on the brink of a significant archaeological discovery. There may be more to Lot 5 than first appears, possibly a bustling, as the team started to delve deeper into the area, which had not been thoroughly examined before they found surprising elements like broken red pottery embedded in rock layers with a striking purple glaze and a dark, rich glaze on the inside. Long before the 1760s, iron was found deep below using a metal detector, indicating the presence of important iron artifacts. When a lump from the previous season's findings was discovered to be a metal lock, the crew began to believe that the circular region had been purposefully constructed by somebody, probably the original people who had hidden there. Treasures. Although using cutting-edge equipment like sewer cameras and casings, Rick Lagena and his crew are plunging into Oak Island's garden shaft in an attempt to locate an old tunnel that may be concealed underneath. They find charcoal and red pottery that allude to ancient tales of the island's past, but they are at a loss and resolve to step up their efforts. Lear and Larry think they might locate a metal-filled tunnel leading to a secret vault after finding a mixture of clay and wooden fragments. Deep within the shaft, Gary Drayton, a specialist with a metal detector, detects signs of copper, silver, and gold. The team keeps looking and finds more than 1,000 lead tokens and a few antique coins from the same period as the lid cross they discovered before. But no treasure is discovered, and the mystery is still unexplained. The group chooses to go farther into the garden hole in the hopes of discovering a secret tunnel beneath. They also investigate other areas of the island, like Lot 26's historic well, which they estimate was constructed in the 11th century. After overcoming challenges in the garden shaft with a larger drill bit, the crew turns their attention to Lot 5, hoping to strike it rich with gold and silver. They think that someone concealed something important there a long time ago, but it feels more like a fairy tale than real life. There is still a slim chance that they might hit gold this time, even if some people doubt they will discover anything significant. Marty Lagena and Rick Two Brothers have an obsession with Oak Island's fabled treasure. They first became interested in treasure after finding a peculiar rock in their hometown. They persuaded Marty and his pals to dig around it because they thought it might hold something precious, and the excitement of the pursuit has developed into a fierce treasure hunt. The Liga brothers continue their journey despite many setbacks and criticisms, sharing their exploits on television. As they go deeper into the earth, they discover little, unrelated objects that give them hope. These minor revelations are hailed as important hints that keep the story captivating for the audience and can persuade the brothers to carry on their search. As each digging season comes to an end, they prepare for the next one in the unwavering hope that the next dig will reveal Oak Island's hidden wealth. This cycle of excitement and disappointment characterizes their treasure hunts and appears to be a major theme in their life. The team and onlookers are feeling both excited and skeptical about the recent actions of Duma Contracting Company at the Garden Shaft. Under the direction of a plan created by Tom's late father, Fred Nolan, the group embarks on a new journey. The account is made more complex by the finding of a four-sided shape in the 9S close to Nan's Cross. The enigmatic island known as the Treasure of Oak Island has rich soil and a fascinating past that has captivated people for years. In an effort to learn more about the island's past, the crew is delving further into its history and geography. They are searching wells along the quadrilateral and close to Fred Nolan's land in the hopes of discovering something significant. As part of its investigation plans, the crew intends to dig into the ground and symbolically delve into the island's past in the hopes of discovering more than just tangible artifacts. The island has yet to produce any gold, despite several tries using metal detectors and thorough inspections. Instead, they discover another rosehead spike that resembles those discovered close to the Money Pit and Smith's Cove. The group speculates that this spike might have been utilized to dig subterranean shafts. A hand-forged hook from the 1600s has also been found. They think that this hook might have been a component of an antiquated block and tackle system that Terra Energy. Terra was eventually sold by Marty to CMS Energy Corporation for an astounding price of $58 million. After the sale, Marty and his brother Rick continued their search for treasure on Oak Island, and Alex joined them in their efforts. Alex continues to make effective use of his engineering degree, despite unanticipated changes that have occurred in his professional trajectory. In his current role, he is primarily responsible for managing the technical parts of the excavation. It is becoming increasingly apparent to Alex Lagena, as he delves deeper into the history of his family, that he is not simply searching for treasure. Alex is a producer for both The Curse of Oak Island and its spin-off, which is also a Netflix original series. The Drilling Down of Oak Island, The Curse of Oak Island. This indicates that he is more than just a treasure hunter. He plays an important role behind the scenes in the production of the show, which contributes to its overall success. The role of a producer encompasses more than just digging. It also involves shaping the narrative, determining what elements will be included in the final cut, and ensuring that the show remains interesting for viewers. Among the 125 episodes of the popular television series The Curse of Oak Island, the character Alex Lagena is credited as a producer on 46 of those episodes. This gives rise to inquiries concerning his position behind the scenes and the manner in which it is connected to his character appearing on television. Although the designation of associate producer often implies involvement in a variety of production aspects, the specifics of Alex's contributions are still unknown due to the fact that the show is mostly focused on treasure hunts and historical research. Depending on the episode or how far along they go in their search for treasure, Alex will take on characters that are different from one another. It is possible that he will become extremely active in particular aspects of the production of the show during certain episodes, which may be the reason why his name appears in a different capacity as a producer on occasion. By taking a more in-depth look at the operations of Oak Island Tours Inc., which is the tour company owned by the Liga family, we might be able to gain a better understanding of the many responsibilities that Alex is responsible for. In contrast to the other members of his team, Alex does not make treasure hunting his primary occupation. Instead, he focuses on finding treasure. His primary place of employment is Maury Vineyards, which was established by his father, Marty, between the years 1909 to 19. With the goal of producing wines with distinctive characteristics, the vineyard is dedicated to producing exceptional red and white wines from fruits that are native to Italy. Alex invests his heart and soul into the family vineyard, and it is clear that he is committed to seeing it go from strength to strength. The tranquil atmosphere of Maury Vineyard, which is located on the Old Mission Peninsula, provides an ideal location for the production of wines of exceptional quality. A visit to the vineyard is an absolute necessity for everyone who has an appreciation for the craft of winemaking because of the Liga family's dedication to experimenting with new things and putting an emphasis on